All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is Twin Flames Unite, and we are at it again. And if you don't know by now, I'm Chris.
And I'm Leisha.
What up? What's going on, everybody? As always, we are here to bring you practical solutions that you can apply easily, naturally, and automatically
in your everyday life, so you can tap into your unlimited potential
and rise to the highest version of yourself. All right. So, this evening, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully, y'all have been doing well. We know that quite a few people have been feeling the vibes. Some of y'all coming down with stuff from what they sprayed in the air and whatnot, but it's all okay. You still here.
You still here. You still kicking. What's up, Joanne?
Yes.
Dejanique, what's up? What's up, family? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes. So today is January the 6th. I was about to say the 7th. Why was I about to say the 7th?
It don't matter, because this, it really don't matter.
It don't matter. But hey, if y'all made it into January, true-blooded, congratulations.
Congrats.
It's all downhill from here.
It's all downhill.
It's all downhill from here. You just got to hold on. You know how when you're on a roller coaster, you get up to the top, you were struggling. You were like, man, let me get to the top. But then when you start going down, you're like, oh, shit, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so y'all just got to hold on. Hold on.
We'll be all right.
All right. But today, we have some interesting information to share. What is he doing?
He want to go outside.
Hold on, y'all. Let me let him out.
You probably just should let him just stay right here, because he's going to be going out there acting fool with Umi.
Think we'll let him stay?
Yeah, let him stay, because he's going to be trying to mess with Umi.
All right. Yeah, him and Umi beefing right now.
They don't get along.
All right. So, what's up? Yeah, we are here. We are in the building. And yes. So, few days ago,
Mm.
I guess we're gonna jump right into it.
We just jump right in.
Okay.
This might not be a long live, by the way.
It may not be long. We're just gonna
Yeah.
point out some things to you so that you all can understand what's going on.
Mhm.
And so, over the past, I want to say 2 weeks, probably right even a week before the New Year's, and just so you know, we didn't participate too much, and we really, actually, we didn't do anything. We were watching we were studying.
Yeah, we were reading. Actually, we were reading the book that we about to show you guys a snippet of right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mind Control 101. That's what we were studying. So
Yeah.
we're going to share something with you guys, and you can use your own what's the word I want to use here?
Understanding, overstanding.
Right. You can use your own understanding,
your own gnosis,
and you can come up with your own conclusions as to what you're noticing. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we're gonna get right into it. As far as mind control, we want to talk about mind control because it's something really creepy that's happening right now in the world. If you guys are aware of it, you're in the know. If not, you could be you could be the one who's being mind controlled. So we want to give you guys this information so that you can realize when or if you're being mind controlled.
Yes. So, and please keep in mind that the information that we're going to share, you want to make sure you keep your emotions in check.
Yes, that's one thing. Emotional intelligence.
Yes, because if you saw the video that we did about what was I about to say? If you saw the video that we did about the Matrix Resurrection,
yeah, that's it.
Okay, you will understand that one of the things that this whole system or whoever these energy vampires are, they're counting on you getting upset. They're counting on you getting riled up because you're going to put out more energy.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep that in mind as we share some of these things. It's not to get you all in your feelings, okay? We're just pointing out some things so that you are aware of it. Some of this is going to be comical, but
really, like at this point, it's really just a joke.
It's a big joke.
It's a joke and it's sad at the same time because there are some people who's actually they don't see the joke, and so they are the joke.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yep. So, so we want to put that disclaimer on there. So check your emotions, stay in high vibrations, and just look at this as comedy.
Because it is really comedy.
Okay. It's real, but it's funny. Okay. All right, but go ahead. We're talking about the mind control.
Yeah, Mind Control 101. We have the excerpt that we're going to read from the book just to bring some things to your attention. So, I mean, in your everyday life, right? That's what we do. We're going to give you practical solutions that you can apply in your everyday life. This is one of them that you really want to be aware of.
Let me take a point. So this page 54, I just want to show the cover first.
Yeah, you got to show the cover. Yeah, you should get this book. If you guys don't have Mind Control 101, you need to have this book.
Yes. So today we will be dropping some books because we don't want you to just say that Chris and Alicia said, "Ooh, Chris and Alicia said this."
Right.
Like, no, we read and we studied and we got some information from somewhere. We didn't just pull this out of our behinds. And whenever we do get a download or anything like that, we'll tell you it's a download. It's something that I just feel real strongly about that I needed to say or do. So just keep that in mind.
This book right here, boy. When you read this book, you're gonna be like, "Ooh, was this written for 2020 and beyond?"
Yes.
So yeah, Mind Control 101. What is his name? Donatello Jones. Donatello Jones. There you go.
He actually has a YouTube channel as well, where she talks and teaches about. Actually, a lot of his stuff right now is doing hypnosis for people and helping them to kick back habits like smoking and things of that nature. So
losing weight. But this book you need to know, not to have it to necessarily trick people, but you want to know when you're being fooled and deceived.
Right.
Because there's actually tactics you know, and once you finish reading this book, you can see why the world looks the way that it does right now. How to influence the thoughts and actions of others without them knowing
or
caring. Okay,
that's the other part. Knowing or caring.
Knowing or caring. Welcome.
I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger so that everybody can see it. So if you haven't gotten this book,
please go get it.
Please go get it. It's so many places you can go. If you don't want to pay for it, well, let me say this. Because somebody went through and put all of this information together. They put time and effort into it. Okay? If you're able to pay for the book, don't be stingy. Pay for the book.
Okay? Get it in support, because it's some really good information he laid out here.
All right? But if you are in a tight spot and you just don't have it, there are some places you can go and find this if you really want to learn about this information. Okay? But this book right here is definitely something that we would recommend, and we got some other books that we're going to recommend as well to help you understand what's going on in this world right now. Okay,
no joke, and it's happening on a mass level, and sometimes you got to be careful following the masses, because sometimes the M is silent. Okay, you don't really see the M.
Yes,
so just be very mindful, right? Just because everybody is doing something, it doesn't mean that you need to take part or partake, however you want to look at it.
All right. So we got a few things that we want to just bring to your attention, right? Because when you think of mind control, you may think MK Ultra, right? Everybody thinks about that whole conspiracy theory, which is not a conspiracy theory. They put it out there, just so you know. But it's much more than that. It's much more than that. You want to read out these points on here, babe?
Yeah, so they got, this is a basic one as far as mind control. They have one that's called it. I'm not going to read the top. When you guys get the book, we just going to point these things out so you can, make note of it. So the first one is a 3-level. Well, it's a 3-level intense strategy.
Hold on, I think I may be on the wrong page. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, this is the basic one. I think we had talked about this before. The one that I wanted them to see is the one that they're doing right now to the public.
Oh yeah, the mob thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to it, but I just want to build up a little bit just so you all can see. Okay, I'm glad y'all are listening. Okay, so first we just want to yes, and whoever just put that about the 9 likes, if you haven't, put the thumbs up. Put the thumbs up on the video. And if you all would like to give a donation, the information is right there on the screen. So if you are liking what we're putting down, show your love that way as well. So you got many ways to show love. But real quick, we're just going to break down just to get you out of the mind frame to understand that mind control is way more than what you think it is. And then we're going to share some of the techniques that are being used as we speak
on humanity.
Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right, so boom, we'll let you go ahead and read that out, babe.
The hypnosis and the NLP.
Well, just the types. Okay, I got it. Hold on.
I'm just you ain't get to the part.
All right. So, what are the related fields of mind control? Okay. And I'm pretty sure you all are familiar with hypnosis. That's a form of mind control. NLP is a form of mind control. And then you also have social influence.
Right. That's the big one right there, guys. That's a big one.
Okay. Because see, the social influence is a study of how people are influenced by their interactions together.
All right. Does that sound familiar?
Okay. When certain aspects of their environment and interactions are altered, people will
tend to respond in certain ways.
Okay. Having good understanding of social influence will help you design and... Well, why am I reading this wrong? Can you read that?
Yeah. Let's we had a little bit of wine tonight, so okay. So having a good understanding of social influence will help you design the setting and environments in which people will be under your mind control. So take, for instance, right now, they're doing it right now, okay? They're doing the thing with, people who are jabbed versus people who are unjabbed. So it's like they're creating a dual society, trying to treat people who are jabbed a certain way and people who are not jabbed a certain way by giving them certain privileges and, not giving the other set of people certain privileges. That's a form of mind control. It's called social influence.
Yes.
Right? So that's one form, and it's taking place right now on a mass level. Sometimes people can do this in a small setting, like in a classroom setting or in a group setting. But right now, this is happening on a mass level, on a worldwide level. Social influence, form of mind control.
Yes. And then the next one is coercive brainwashing. Now,
yes.
Now, I'm not going to go into the whole paragraph on this, but this is where you really don't give two rats butts about whether or not somebody consents or not, or they agree to it. You're just forcing them to do what you want them to do.
Right. Like if you don't get this certain jizzy jab or get this certain medicine, you're not going to be able to X, Y, and Z.
No. Gene therapy.
Gene therapy. If you don't get this gene therapy, you're not going to be able to do X, Y, and Z. Okay, right. That's coercion because you don't care what happens to the person, right? You just downright forcing them into doing something that they don't want to do. So that's another form of mind control that is taking place on a mass scale. So you guys have to recognize what is in front of you and not make excuses for it, right?
Now, this next one is public relations and advertising.
Oh my God!
Yes,
we gotta show them the clip, baby. Could you pull that?
Oh, I got it. I got it queued up.
We need to show this.
We got it queued up,
guys, ladies and gentlemen. When I saw this clip today, I really had no words. I didn't even know what to say. Like, what could you say after looking at something like this, right? And this is an example of mind control. And I'm just like, oh my God.
And actually, before we get into that, let's just read this part, okay?
Okay. Public relations and advertising. Okay. How do you turn sugared water into a multi-million-dollar product? Easy. You call it Coca-Cola. That's one example. The public relations and advertising industries know exactly how to turn the thoughts of people into sales, donations, and votes. Consider the incentive bunny, right? That's enough for anyone with sufficient resources to think in terms of mind control. Take some time to watch TV commercials. I promise you guys.
Just sit back and watch them.
Just watch the shit. Watch those TV commercials.
Yes.
The more expensive the commercial, the more research the advertiser have to put into the commercial. Focus groups are often used to make certain that every frame and pixel will yield the best response. Even a 100% improvement can mean the difference between $1 million worth of profits.
Right.
Okay?
Okay. So they are constantly using mind control in a couple of different ways. We got one other point that we're going to jump into, but let's just see right here, because see this right here.
This right here. Like I'm not. Okay. I'm just like, wow.
This was a ploy to help promote,
guys.
To help promote German sheep. The
sheep. It's when you guys see this, you're gonna be like, what the hell?
The sheeple. Okay. This is just hilarious. Now, if you all remember one thing in the Matrix Resurrection, right? At the end, when the architect was like, "You can do whatever you want to do. These people are not going to leave."
No, she said the sheep. He said the sheep.
Yeah, he actually said the sheep.
He did say. He said the sheep. They like it here. They want to be controlled. They want to tell what to do. They like it here.
Yes, and so this is the architect telling people who are conscious and aware that the sheeple are not going to go anywhere.
Say what you want to say. Make how many videos you want to make.
So at this point, if they've decided what they want to do, you wash your hands. You good.
Walk away.
At this point, the sheeple have decided,
and they don't watch the. Let's show the clip.
Let's show the clip.
Y'all won't believe this, man. Y'all gonna be like Chris and Alicia making this shit up.
And just to make sure that we're not gonna get pulled down from this, we're not sharing the audio.
Yeah.
But just watch this, y'all.
You don't even need the audio.
We're gonna give some commentation on this.
Y'all don't. You don't. Let's just watch. Just watch this.
So you got all of these sheeple. They put the feed out in the shape of a syringe, and the sheeple just go for the food. They don't care what they're lining up for. They're just going right in line.
And they're saying the animals are in on it too to help.
Nobody's forcing them to do anything.
Look at this.
They're not coercing or anything. They are just doing it voluntarily, and they're using these commercials to help promote it.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see the sheep? Did y'all see how they line the sheep up in the form of a syringe?
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying that they're there to, they're on board. They're trying to help too,
Right. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes. Correct.
I really can't do this anymore.
So you have to be aware that when you look at advertisements, that it's just a ploy they're pretty much begging you to do what they want you to do. Okay? So keep that in mind. So sometimes they'll pay a little bit of money just to put the information out there. But if they really want to mind F you, they're gonna spend a lot of money to get things together to try to get you to do what they want you to do. Okay? So that's one form of mind control.
I don't even have I can't even comment. I see y'all can't even comment because y'all still trying to take it in.
Okay. One other form of mind control, which is the black ops, about the MK Ultra, things of that nature, right? So those are just some forms of mind control. And while I'm getting to the next point, we're just going to run through these real quick, just to remind you once again what some examples of mind control are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have the hypnosis, the NLP, which is the neuro-linguistic programming.
Mm-hmm.
You have the social influence, the coercive coercive brainwashing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have mind control through public relations, advertising. Okay, even when you look at billboards, things of that nature, it's all mind control.
All of it, guys.
Okay? And there's a bunch of different layers to it. There's so many layers, that's why you don't notice it a lot of times.
It's multi-layered because of the 3-step that we had in the beginning, that they kind of hide their actual intention.
Which we're about to get to.
Yeah, this is what they do when they're doing their mind control. This is the basic form of mind control.
Yes, this is. So we're going to point out 2 of them for you, right? We're going to point out this one, and then we're going to show how they control the masses. Okay, we're gonna show how they control the masses. We're putting it out here so you can't say you don't know. All right,
you can bird box it if you want to, but you ain't gonna say you don't know. All right.
Okay, so there's the 3-level intent strategies. Now y'all pay close attention to this one. Pay close attention.
Okay, so just like it sounds, 3-level intent strategy has 3 levels of intent. Okay, the stated intention. Y'all remember this. Okay, the hidden intention and the secret intention. Okay,
got those 3.
Got those 3. Got it. Good.
So
got
these 3 right here.
All right. So the stated intention is what you tell people from the outset. So this is what you bring to the forefront. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The hidden intention is then later revealed at the deeper reason for your action. At the same time, it clouds any connection with the secret intention. All right. So that's the hidden agenda. It's under there. The secret intention is the real reason for your action. It is never revealed.
It is never revealed.
Okay, aka what they're doing right now. The secret intention, it's multi-layered. The intention right now is kind of multi-layered. And if we go into the secret intention of what's happening, we probably won't get shut down.
Right.
But just know it's a secret intention, and that's how they layer that shit. Stated, hidden, and secret.
All right. And so we got a little story to go along with this, and you would be surprised.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's a good example of this strategy in play right now. So you got the stated, the hidden, and the secret intention.
Right.
Right. So here's a good example. For this, okay, a good example for this was in 1930s when a crime mob kingpin Al Capone was approached by Count Victor Luskin. Is that how you say that? We'll just say Count Victor, and asked to invest $50,000 and promised that the investment would double in 60 days. Capone would not usually have fallen for this, and at first thought the Count was a con man, but there was something about him that intrigued Capone. But Capone agreed to loan Luskin $50,000 and see him in 2 months.
All right.
Okay. At the end of 60 days, Luskin returned to meet with Capone, and he was very disheartened. I'm afraid things didn't work out like I had thought. In fact, it was a complete failure. Capone began to consider how would he dispose of this ripoff artist. Okay. Gustin continued by reaching in his pocket and taking out the original $50,000 and saying, "I am terribly sorry. Here's the $50,000 you gave me. God knows I could have used the money," and got up to leave. Capone was confused at first and then realized what he was witnessing. My mouth is dry. Okay. In all of his life of crime, he was seeing something rare, the actions of an honest man. As soon as Capone recovered his poise, he said, "I thought you were a crook at first, but you are honest. If you are in a tight spot, I hope this will help you out." Capone then peeled off $5,000 from the stack that Luskin had returned to him and handed it to him as a gift. In fact, the Count was a con man. From the start, all he really wanted was the $5,000.
So you see that?
Okay. And we can break it down real quick just so you're going to understand. His stated intention was to double cross Capone. The stated intention for Luskin was to double Capone's $50,000 in 2 months.
Right. That's what he told him.
That's what he told him. Right. The secret intention was to prove to Capone that he was an honest man and get the $5,000. Okay. Now, that was the secret one.
Yeah, you read the secret, but the hidden.
I skipped the hidden one.
Yeah.
So the hidden intent was his own financial trouble.
Right.
So like the hidden one, he didn't tell Capone that he had financial issues. And as you can see, sometimes the hidden intent is revealed, sometimes it's not. But the secret intention is never revealed.
Right.
Okay. Capone didn't know that actually what he really wanted was just the $5,000. Okay.
He did all of that.
All right. So that's just one technique in mind control. But ladies and gents, this one right here gonna take the cake.
Oh, this one is gonna blow your wig off. Like you really gotta. This one right here. Like wow. You when you read books like this, guys, it really opens up. It opens up your eyes, your minds, and you see the world different. You see things different. You look at movies different. You look at commercials different. You look at people different. Because now you can see what you once couldn't see or perceive before, right? So could you make that a little smaller? Because I'm gonna
Keep going.
Yeah, that's fine. You can scroll up. Okay, so this one right here, guys.
So if you were wondering how are they getting people to go along with
in the gas chamber, how are people voluntarily walking into this gas chamber? This is how. Okay, the steps for mob mind control. Okay, number 1, have a clear and simple outcome for your mob to perform. Don't tell them ahead of time. Okay, you never tell them ahead of time. Number 2, create a shared experience in a location where the action should take place. Number 3, create a heightened emotional state in the group. How did they get everybody to be in a heightened emotional state in the group? We all know the answer to that.
Yes.
Look at this one. Anger is an easy state to elicit, but more positive states can work as well. Okay? Remember how they had all the burning downs of stuff and everybody's angry and they have their Black Lives Matter and they doing all of this looting stuff? That was all a part of the plan.
Yes.
Number 4, isolate potential mob leaders who would more freely act if protected by
immunity.
Oh, I know how to say it, guys.
We know how to say it, okay, but it's
oh my God. Why can't I say the word?
But be protected by the crowd, okay?
My mouth not working today. Okay, yeah. But y'all get it, right? So they're kind of immune, okay?
Yes.
Number 5, call to action. Make it simple. Number 6, keep the group together. Number 7,
keep them together.
You got to keep them together. Number 7, as the mob action escalates, others can be brought in by rumor exchange, okay? Given the group dynamic by introducing an emotional rumor, true or not, okay? Other more docile members of the group can be called in to contact with the front lines screaming, "They just killed a kid with their nightsticks," is a good example. So you know how Trayvon Martin, you know how they always use these things to get people riled up and stuff like that? That's a form of mind control, guys.
Like they had his knee on his neck.
Could you imagine? They use all of that stuff to get you riled up. Yeah. Anything that they can think of to get a lot of people riled up. That's a form of mind control.
And then number 8.
If you only want chaotic destruction, listen, it will be easy, and all you have to do is add lots of alcohol to the above equation. So you just put in a mixture of alcohol.
And you know the crazy part that was just nonsense to me was during the first part of the lockdown, gyms were closed, but liquor stores were open.
Wide open. They were essential.
Liquor stores were essential.
They were essential.
Gyms, not essential.
Who needs to work out? Nope, you don't. But you go get some alcohol. They were labeled as essential. Cigarettes and alcohol were essential.
Yes.
Okay? So just keep that in mind. Yeah. Okay? The steps for mob mind control.
Yes.
Putting people out there to do your dirty work, causing chaos and commotion, so you can use that as an excuse to bring in your real agenda.
Yes. So now, just with this little bit of information, because this book is like 200 some pages that we only went over maybe about 4 of them. There's a lot that you can learn out of this book. So this way you can recognize when attempts of mind control is being played on you, and you can get out ahead of it and make sure that you don't fall victim to it.
That's right.
Now, keep this in mind as well, that with this information comes the responsibility of utilizing it in the right way.
Yes.
Because you can go through this and learn these techniques, and you practice enough and you get good at it. You can use this to manipulate and do whatever you want to do in your life. But just know that it's your choice, because there are some people who use these tactics to really help in bettering other people. For example, the author of this book is using his techniques to help people break bad habits and to break mental blocks and things that they have so that they can better their life.
Right, except for the coercion, brainwashing.
He's not using that.
Yeah, that's I don't know how you could use that's a different thing right there. Maybe it might have its angle, because everything is dual in nature right here, right?
Right.
But this is like a knife. This information is like a knife. You can use a knife to make a really good meal. You can cut up your vegetables and cook a really nice meal. But you can also do other things with the knife that is disruptive.
Yes.
So that's what this information is. So, but it's really good to know these things so that you can see it when it's being done to you or others that you care about. So that you really don't fall for the okie doke.
Right.
Because a lot of people are falling for the okie doke right now, and it's so obvious.
Yeah, it is so obvious. But in keeping in line with
God, this is another one right here, guys.
Now we got to set this up. Because we got to give Jack his jacket as far as pointing something out. But from what he pointed out, we went a little bit deeper.
We went deeper, and y'all could even go deeper too when we done.
Yes. And so we want to give a shout out to Jamal. What's his last name? Rashid. Jamal Rashid. He pointed something out in regards to these names for these different variants.
Right, because I'm like, these names are just so they're so militant. Like, what's up with these names?
Right. And you got to draw the connections of what's going on here. So if you all are familiar with all of the different variants that's going on right now, right?
The low-key variants.
Yeah, the low-key variants. Somebody had put out this post about Antarctica and how these places are in Antarctica. And you know, for a moment we were like, they may be right.
Yeah, because you look it up, you see in Coronation, and you know the same. So we were like,
Yeah, because we went to Google Earth and
found some of them, they were there. But this is really like, wow.
Yes.
This is like spot on.
Yes, and this is where our cosmic help is coming from. And we're gonna get into it.
Yeah, we're just gonna show you this nugget, guys. You can go and you can look on your own because it's right there. Trust me, this is hidden in plain sight.
Yes. All right. So for some of you, you may be aware of this constellation. Okay. If you are familiar with this constellation, drop a 1 in the chat for us.
Everybody know that constellation.
Come on, tell me if you know this constellation or not.
I mean, shoot, we got a Sirius satellite radio.
You got this Sirius star there. If you're familiar with this constellation, drop a 1 in the chat. We're talking about the Canis Major. All right. Now, if y'all may remember from the webinar we did about how to exit the matrix, we understand that the Little Dipper and the Big Dipper, which is Ursa Major and Ursa Minor, are some major constellations that are useful as far as exiting this matrix. But we got some cosmic help, y'all.
This is just like, this is like, whoa.
And this cosmic help is coming through as the variants. And let's check this out.
We just gonna look at it. Y'all just look at it, okay?
Okay.
We just gonna let you look. We're not even gonna say nothing because you know how they do. You can look at it and you can see for yourself. We just gonna point it out.
So we're just pointing this out here. Okay.
And that's another thing that we noticed with the genomic sequencing, guys. We looked up the meaning of genomic sequencing. And I'm just like, yo, these people are really off the chains.
Really off the chains.
Yeah, off the chains. When you get a chance, go look up genomic sequencing and see what it really means.
Yes. So, yep. So y'all know it's a Sirius star.
Okay, good.
Okay. And y'all know about all of these different variants that's out right now, right? These low-key variants. Here's the kicker. Now, because we know that Jamal Rashad put this on blast, we didn't know if Wikipedia was going to change this information, so we took a screenshot.
Yeah.
We took a screenshot of the information. So let me get this pulled up here.
Y'all gonna be like, what?
Okay. So let's read the second paragraph. You want to read the second paragraph?
This don't even make no sense. I'm not even gonna read no paragraph. I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all can see it for yourself. We need to compare it, baby. You need to put it to the side so they can see what we're talking about. You got to do a side by side.
I don't know let's see if I can do a side.
We got to do a side by side for this one, because this right here, when they tell y'all about these low-key variants, and you want to know where they're getting these names from. Like, I don't understand where these names are coming from. This is where the names are coming from right now. We're going to show you where the names are coming from. And then it makes you wonder, why are they naming these names after these freaking constellations? Why?
All right. So let's just read a little bit here, right? So Canis Major contains Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky, known as the dog star. It is the brightest of its proximity to the solar system. In contrast, the other bright stars of the constellation, stars of great distance and high luminosity. Luminosity, is that right?
Luminosity.
Okay. At magnitude 1.5, ellipse Canis Major, ellipsion. Am I saying it? Y'all know what
Epsilon.
Epsilon Canis Majoris is the second brightest star of the constellation and the brightest source of extreme ultraviolet radiation, okay, in the night sky. The next brightest are the yellow super white,
the yellow white super giant. So pretty much, guys, what we're trying to say is y'all could go do your own reading and stuff like that, but these are stars, okay? These Loki variants are named after the stars, okay, in the freaking galaxy. Why? Why are you naming? Look, you can see it right there. Even the Omarion. The Omarion is named after one of these freaking bright stars. Look at them. Even Eta. Look at that. See, Eta? They can't even see my finger pointing.
Yeah.
And right up there, too.
You got Eta up here. So let's just go down.
Go down the list.
We got Delta, supergiant Delta.
Right.
We got the giant Beta.
Right.
Right there.
Right.
We got the supergiant Eta.
Right there.
Right in there.
Yeah.
We got the binary Zeta.
Zeta, right there.
Right there.
And let's go down. Oh, we didn't do it.
We just took a screenshot.
We did a screenshot, but trust me, they're all there. Even Copper is there. Mu is there. Even the last one at the bottom, B, is there. They're all there.
And just like Jamal Rashad pointed out in that, is that these are galaxies that have 999 planets that are within it. And this is where the energy is coming from. So this is actually code. Whenever these variants come out, they're like, oh, this new variant just came out. They're talking about those ancestors are coming here to help us through this transition.
Man.
Okay. Now here's the thing that that Jamal didn't point out that we caught. Okay. And it goes to, there are two books that point this out. Okay. Let me get this pulled up here so we can share with you all, because we are all about sharing. And if you haven't put a like on the video, put a like on the video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Definitely drop it in there. And please forgive us. I know y'all been doing stuff in the chat and we ain't been paying no attention.
Sorry, guys. We're just trying to tell y'all this stuff that we learned over the past 2 weeks or so.
Actually, we've known about this stuff, but pieces of the puzzle are coming together.
It's really coming together now.
It's really coming together. So here's the thing. This is one awesome book that we would recommend that you get. If you are not familiar with this book called The Lion Path, okay? The Lion Path. Now, this book has a lot to do about the transformation of really stepping into your godhood, okay? And so let me just go into, just so you can see some of the contents that's in here.
Yeah.
Okay? We're talking about the knowledge of death, the death as a journey, okay? Because we're moving on to something else. But here's the thing that popped out to us. It is the metamorphosis as regeneration.
Ooh.
Okay? And so let's go, which page is that? I think it's on page 14. I may have gone too far, but let's see. No, I didn't go too far. Okay. All right. So this right here, if you are familiar with the story of Osiris, and if you have seen our video about how to exit the matrix, this is going to be very familiar for you. This is going to catch on like ASAP. Okay. If you have not seen our video about how to exit the matrix that we did last year, we will recommend you go over to our Patreon, because right now the video is on our Patreon, along with the we're starting to post on there the You Are Magical as Fuck webinars as well. Okay, but here's the thing. In the webinar that we did about how to exit the matrix, we talked about how there's this process called phage lambda. Okay, that's where the virus attaches to the host and helps the host transform to either the dead king so that they can transition and go on to new levels, or they get reincarnated here if the bond doesn't happen correctly. Okay, and so what you're seeing here on this diagram is the black sun, which is connected to Sirius B, sending down the rays to Osiris to raise him up to his kinghood. Okay, so with what was shown in this picture here, all of these different variants that are coming through are sending in the rays, they're sending in the vibrations in order to connect with your DNA to help you evolve into your godhood.
That's why it's really important right now to take care of your vessel, take care of your emotions, take care of your mental, your mind, right? So that you will be able to integrate. You will be able to evolve. These people don't know what the hell y'all about to turn into.
They do not know.
They really don't know. They're probably scared, right? So you definitely want to make sure that you're vibrating in balance. I'm not even going to say high, but make sure that your vibratory frequency is in alignment. It's in balance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't let nobody stress you out. If you're around people and they're bringing down your frequency and they're bringing down your vibrations, you might have to just say, you know what? We can't really hang right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want anything to be pulling you down in these type of times that we're currently experiencing right now.
Right.
That's really important.
Yeah, you know what? This may be some things that makes you nervous but excited at the same time. Believe me, we get it. But believe me, you are built for this. You are amazing. Look, every positive thing you can think about, you are ready for this, and I'm gonna tell you why. And actually, before I tell you why, we wanted to provide you with another book to really help you understand what's actually going on. And this is something that actually came to me out of the blue, out of dang it, I don't have the other.
What you looking for?
I wanted the simple flower of life.
Oh, the one that looked like that. It's over there behind one of the things, one of the paintings. Or did you move it?
I think I may have drew it, but
it's one behind one of the paintings, in the little ones. I think, unless
you talk about another one like this.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted the simple one. Okay. So actually, hold on. Before I do that, let me pull this.
You're about to show them about the 13 and how it's 13 of the Loki variants.
Right.
13 is a magic number. They trained us in this construct to be a number 13, but it's actually a good number.
So let me do this. Let me just pull up a simple chart of the zodiac signs. My computer will want to catch up with me.
Yeah, and it's kind of lagging right now. Okay. It's a little laggy, but don't mind the lag, because that's probably what happens when it's like this. Hopefully they let our video stay.
Oh yeah. All right. So trying to bring up a picture so that you all can see what we're about to throw down here. Really, you know what? Actually, let me do this because I want to show the flower of life. When y'all hold tight just for a second. Y'all gotta put this together.
I see what you're trying to do. Show them how it gets up to do the 12, come to 12, and then get to the last one.
Come on, I just need the simple one that just has the 6 petals. It's not there.
I type in 6 petals.
Like it should be in there.
6 petals, flower of life.
Because that's one like
you
this.
You probably do it like that with that one.
I just have to do it with this. Yeah. Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. So first things first.
You need to get that book.
Yeah. First things first is that you need to get this book right here. That's the first thing. Okay. If you don't have any of these books, we strongly strongly suggest.
We strongly suggest that you get this book, guys.
We strongly suggest that you get this book, because in this book it talks about the creation of the cosmos, and it talks about the first Trinity, which is which is not what you think it is. It has nothing to do with human beings. It all has to do with energy. Then it shows you how the atom was formed, the evolution of the atom, and the evolution of the solar system. Now, the evolution of the atom is one that got me, and I don't remember which page it is on, and this one is not highlighted. But I got something for y'all, okay? So, if you are familiar with this flower of life right here, I'm just going to break it down for you in the very simplest form that I can put it, because if you haven't read the book, this may go over your head, or you may catch it, or your soul is going to catch what I'm saying right now. Okay? So, in the book, The Cosmic Doctrine by Dion Fortune, she mentioned about how there are these three forms, right? And just give me a moment while I build this up. There are three forms. You have the form that is always pushing out, and you have the form that's always pushing in. So you got those two forces. One is always pushing out, and one is always wants to come back in. Outside of those two forces, you have these this outer ring that keeps everything together, so you can have it so it just doesn't explode and go everywhere. Okay. Now, as this constant pulling and pushing is happening, energy is shooting out. It's shooting out all different directions. And what happens is that energy goes out and it comes back into the middle. Okay. And what happens is that whenever that energy goes in and out 12 times, on that 13th time, it constructs the atom so that it has to evolve to another level. Okay. And so when you look at this is what got me, and I got this last year, right? Is that when you look at this flower of life, if you could just focus on the one in the middle, and you see these 6 petals here, each one of these 6 petals actually represents one side. So in each one of these petals, you have 2 sides, and if you add that 2 times 6, you get 12. Okay, 12 signs of the zodiac. If you're not familiar with the zodiac, just know that we all come through to experience each one of the signs. We may reincarnate as a Pisces, may reincarnate as a Libra, reincarnate as a Sagittarius, but at some point we go through all of the signs. And so we go through all of those signs, and once we've mastered all of those signs, then we transform into that 13th sign, and we evolve and go forward.
Right, but you could do that in one lifetime. Like you don't need to come back all those different times. But some people just Some people just do. I mean, we get so caught up sometimes in just resonating with I'm a Libra, or I'm a Pisces, or you know, Sag in the house, you know, and we just hold on to that one archetype. But if we can really conceptualize the fact that we really do need to go through all of the because they're all connected to the elements.
Yes.
All of them, you know, all of the signs are connected one way or another to the elements. So if we can really master that, mastering the elements, you know, learning how to identify the elementals on the inside and on the outside of you, right? Well, that's a way for you to really develop and work with these different archetypes, Pisces, Libra, because they're all different archetypes. So instead of just identifying and just holding on to that Sagittarius, or holding on to that one sign,
or holding on to that Taurus, right? I'm just stubborn.
This is how I am. No, open and expand and grow. Allow yourself to grow. That's why we're here. You know, keep growing. You don't need to keep repeating and coming back, doing one at a time. You can do it all at once.
Right. And so we mentioned a few months. Actually, we mentioned last year. We mentioned last year that this is the graduation class. And so right now, everything we need to graduate, all of the energies that we have sent out over eons is now coming back to help reassemble us, just like Osiris was reassembled. And once again, it's symbolic. We're being reassembled so that we can transform into Horus. Okay, just like how we were talking about with Neo in the Matrix. Just remember, Neo and Agent Smith is Horus and Set. Okay, we're talking about your evolution and becoming Horus so that you can get out of the Matrix. But this time is so crucial because we're receiving cosmic help with all of these variants.
Right.
Okay, so
just make sure, guys, that you're not vibrating low. You know, that low vibrational energy has its place, but it's very dense and very, you know, it's hard to really do stuff. You can't move too fast.
No.
You can't do a lot with dense energy, right? So in this particular time, you want to definitely make sure that you're in good spirits. You know, your frequency is a lot faster, so you can do more. You can penetrate through, different scenarios, situations, circumstances, whatever. You don't want to be all slow and groggy. That's low vibrational stuff when you're vibrating like that, you know?
Right.
Again, if somebody is causing you to feel a certain type of way, move. Run.
Yeah.
Find another place to be if you're not able to coexist. I mean, at this point in the game, it's not worth it.
No, it's not. Keep your happiness.
Keep your peace, man.
Yeah, don't worry about putting on a front for anybody. Yeah. Because just like old boy Kevin was talking about, you may portray yourself to be a certain way, but everybody sees you. They see that you got a little ketchup stain on your shirt. They see that you may have gained a little weight. They may have seen that you lost too much weight.
Yeah.
You know, they see when you're struggling. They see when you're emotional. You're the only one that's lying to yourself.
Yeah, just keep it real, you know. Yeah. Keep it real with yourself. If you can't deal, you just can't deal. Don't force yourself. Don't make yourself do these things where you don't fit. Don't force yourself to fit someplace that you're not meant to be there. Because that's when, if you want to call it the so-called, if you want to call it sickness or dis-ease, that's when that has room,
not at ease,
right, to come and set in because of your vibration, where you're at, your frequency. So to kind of really stay, on that wave, to ride these waves that are coming in, your frequency got to be a little faster.
Yes.
Got to be a little higher. You know what I'm saying? So that you're more kind of like malleable, so things can kind of meld with you a little bit better.
Right.
But if you're vibrating low and you're all like low and dense, it's not a lot that can happen there.
Yeah.
You can't really do much with that. And then the journey becomes difficult.
Yes. And so just know, there's a lot of good things coming down the pipeline. But one of the things we needed to point out is that, once again, if you are still a true-blooded, stay true-blooded.
Stay true-blooded, man.
Okay?
You're going to need to merge. You're going to need to merge. Y'all need to get this book, man. Where is it? The Isis Thesis?
I think you took it to the bedroom.
I took it to the bedroom? No, it's right there. Listen, y'all need to
get
another
this book.
No. I did take it to the bedroom, didn't I?
Yeah.
The Isis Thesis by Judy K. King, okay?
Let me pull it up.
You need to listen. Y'all need to get that book so you can really understand the science.
The science.
You have to understand the science of what is transpiring in these times that we're living in, okay? This lady broke this down back in 2000 and what was it, 4? When did she?
Yeah, 2004.
She broke this thing down back in 2004 for us to understand. Okay, yes. And she went into a lot of detail to the fact that you're going to need a dictionary.
You will need a dictionary.
And she has a book, a companion book that goes with this book to help you to understand this book.
Yes.
But she really does break down what is happening right now. Okay, with these low-key variants.
Yes.
All right. Get this book.
Talking about the phage lambada.
Yes, and it's in there too. When you go to Wikipedia, you'll see the lambada in there.
Yes.
The lambada is in there.
The lambada is
It is really ridiculous. Because you remember one time they had the lambada in, what was it? Venezuela. They have the Lambada variant in Venezuela. When I saw that, I was like, well, God bless.
And actually, hold on. One of the things, and I don't think I have the time to pull this up right now, but once again, in the webinar that we did with How to Exit Matrix, you remember we talked about the Ursa Major and Ursa Minor, as far as how that's connected as far as getting out of the Matrix. Now we got this Candace Major, which is sending in the cosmic energies to help you evolve like that beautiful butterfly you are.
Right.
Okay? But here's the thing. The one that's really that set all of this off back in late 2017, right around 2018, Betelgeuse, which is in Orion's left shoulder. If you know about the Orion constellation, on his, I believe it's his left shoulder, that's the brightest star. That's Betelgeuse or Betelgeuse.
Yeah, they even made a whole movie about it too.
Yeah, that's Betelgeuse that was sending out the cosmic rays that actually invertedly or directly sent out the energies from Sirius, okay, or from that Candace Major constellation.
Yeah, guys, there is a lot of science to what is happening right now.
A lot of science.
Loads of science. But if you guys go down that rabbit hole, they don't want you to. You see, they put it in they really did put that in the news. You know they did that, right?
Yeah, they did.
They said that going down the rabbit hole could be dangerous. Critical thinking can be dangerous. They really did put that on the news.
Yeah.
But you guys can use your own gnosis to really see if critical thinking is right for you.
Right. Yep.
You know, if you think critical thinking is right for you, then this might be something that you want to look into. But if you feel like critical thinking is dangerous, then don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about none of this stuff. Forget everything we said if you really think that critical thinking might be in a danger to you.
Hey, and Candace, who knows? You may have been named after the Candace Major and didn't even know it, because it is kind of close to your name.
It really is.
But what I was saying is that there's a holy trinity, which is real crazy. I mean, you got Trinity that's in the Matrix.
Right.
You got they talk about the Trinity in the cosmic doctrine through Dia and Fortune. Like the Holy Trinity is here, and it is helping us. What it's going to help us transform into, we don't know. It actually is in our best interest that we don't know, because we don't want those ones who don't want us to transform know what we're transforming into, but then they could prepare.
Right.
Okay.
You know, we were talking today about the transformation and the evolution next phase. And you know, they have this what is it? Is it Darwin, his theory of evolution or whatever have you? When he talked about how man came from, what is it he said?
Oh, the gap.
Yeah, man came from apes or whatever, monkeys, whatever.
We didn't come from apes.
Listen, I don't support that.
We don't support
I really, for me personally,
my lips are too full.
My lips are too full for that to even be possible. So I don't support that. I think that's just really, that doesn't align with me. But I just find it really interesting that in their theory, they had a gap, right? So they had the ape, and then they had man sitting up straight. But in science, if you look it up, in science, there is a gap between that. It doesn't align with the theory. It doesn't even make sense. Like, it's a whole gap, unexplained gap from the ape to the man, right? And they can't figure it out. Like, what the hell? What happened? It almost looked like some different race came in and just changed something, like added a splice. They call it DNA splicing. Added some DNA up in there and just changed, and then man just evolved from that, right? That might be true for some people here, but that's not me.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, right now kind of reminds me of that time, right? So we really don't know what this next phase of evolution is looking like.
Right.
for the ones that who naturally allow themselves to evolve. Right? We don't know what that's going to look like. It might be, they might look forward a few hundred years from now if we're still around, right?
Right.
And then they might see that same gap, and they don't know how that gap transpired. Like, how did man go from this to whatever we're going to be? Just something I thought about today, you know, just really interesting. What we got in the comments?
Yeah, we got a few things going on in the comments. This one from Cashapp caught my attention. What is this? The year is ending, and the system saying it's now getting started. It started, I know best, 13 months in a year. February is the end of the year. Yeah.
Well, I mean, what calendar are you looking at? The Gregorian or they have different calendars. You have the Mayan calendar, you have the Gregorian calendar. This whole shit is made up, you know. At the end of the day, guys, this whole construct it's made up. It's a whole lot of this is made up.
Yeah.
The words are made up. Think about it. Who's the one that put the words in the dictionary? How did they get there? Who put them there?
And who decided to say that right and right would sound the same?
Right.
Like right.
Right.
Like as far as writing.
Right.
But being right.
Right.
Like, how you gonna spell that the same? It's not the same. It's two different things, but you're giving it the same words. Like, that's confusing as fuck.
But who's the one that's doing this though? Who's making these words up? See, you gotta really go outside of the box to really see the damn box. You gotta go outside of it. Like, you know, sometimes people like to say, people like Einstein and Nikola Tesla and these great minds, right? They like to say that they're out of their minds. Get it? But in order for you to understand something, you have to go outside of it.
Yes. Yes.
Right? How can you fully understand a house if your ass is on the inside? Yeah, you know the inside of it, but you won't know the proper measurements because you've never stepped outside of it.
Yeah, you don't even know what the color is of the house.
You don't know if it's got bricks out there. You don't know what's out there.
You don't know if somebody painted a penis on the side of the wall because you ain't been out there.
You ain't went out there, right?
Yeah.
So when they say you're out of, you have to look at these words, man. These words can get us tripped up. Everything here was invented. It is created. The days of the week was created. The clock, it was created. The time on the clock was created. Everything here, they made this shit up. And a lot of the stuff that they recreated, they took a lot of information from other civilizations that were here prior to them, and they just remixed the shit.
Right.
Kind of like what Puff Daddy be doing to people's songs. Just put a remix on it and then say, look what I made. Oh, look what I created, you know?
Yeah.
So all of this shit is a construct.
Yeah. And yeah, we're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
I'm probably about to go into a whole nother scenario that don't even fit in here, but hey. But anyway.
We just wanted to come and bring y'all in points today. Okay. Go and look at it yourself. Go further. Okay. That's all we do. We just come in, we drop nuggets, and you guys go and you take it and you run with it, okay?
Yeah.
So look at these Loki variants. Look at the Sirius and the Canis Major, okay? Look at all these things that we gave you. Do the comparison yourself. Look at these stars, okay? See what these stars are about. Like, why did they decide? It's a reason why they're naming these Loki variants after these stars, these star systems, okay? They even have, when you look in Wikipedia, look a little bit more. And don't stop at Wikipedia now. Go a little bit deeper.
Don't stop there.
You'll see that they have actual tribes that are named after these constellations in Australia.
Yeah.
Some real shit, okay? Go there. Get the book, the Dion Fortune book that we put up. Get the Mind Control 101.
Yes.
Please get the Mind Control 101. You have to have it. It's 101. You got to have it. You can't be in this place and not read that Mind Control book, okay?
Right.
You just have to. At least if you don't want to be mind controlled.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can go along living your life and nothing will change.
Yeah.
Nothing absolutely would change. But if you are just a little curious and you got a little bit of gnosis or a little bit of curiosity in you that need to be itched, you can go through and read that book, and it will change the way you see reality.
Exactly. And somebody said Wikipedia is watered down. Yes, it is. That's why we say don't stop there.
Do not stop there.
You go there, you get your nuggets from the Wikipedia, and you go deeper.
You dig deep, because there's plenty of resources out there.
Plenty. Don't stop there.
There's a book that is called Everything You Need About Astrology.
That's another good one. Yeah.
We're going to
have to start. You know what? On Patreon, guys, we should make a section on Patreon with all of the books that we have, so they can have access to it or something like that.
Yeah, no, for the ones who are on our Patreon, every week, probably I may change it up and do it like every twice a week, but at least every week we are dropping books in the Patreon. So if you can't find it, we'll be more than happy to share it with you so that you can download it and see it. And just like we were talking about here, like you can't stop at Wikipedia. Case in point here, look, this book here, the only astrology book you will ever need.
Yeah, don't stop at Wikipedia, please.
You got this book, and then we got like a couple other books in here all about astrology.
Yeah.
So we don't stop here.
Right.
Can't stop, won't stop. The person who knows one book knows none.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't just have just one book and base your entire life and your entire existence and beyond just off of this one book that so many people done went and dibbled and dangled and just removed and put, and you got to see why they removed. Okay, why did you go in here and remove this? You will need another book to see why they removed that shit from that one, right?
Yeah.
You will need another book to see who removed it.
Right.
And why they removed it. You're going to need another book to see some other things, right?
Yeah. Case in point, when we did the webinar for how to exit the matrix, and we were going through, because not only did we read the translations in the ISIS thesis, we're like, hold on, let me go and pull the Book of the Dead and let me read it for myself and see what I understand about it. And so we did that, and we have those books downloaded in here as well. And we read those books, and there was this one book, and I can't remember the author's name, where in the text, there was one part where they changed out the word heaven for stars because they didn't want people to try to ascend to heaven. And then in another situation, he switched the translations of the Book of the Dead from iron. He switched the translation of one of the lines in the Book of the Dead from it being said copper to iron.
And that's a big difference.
Because we are copper beings.
Right. And we're not supposed to be taking in too much iron as much as we are supposed to really take in copper.
Right.
Okay. So it's a lot to this place, man. They've been fooling us since we came into this port.
Yes.
Since we came in from the dock tour through our mother's ships.
Through the
birth canal. They've been fooling us, man. But everything is hidden in plain sight, I promise you.
Yes, it is.
You just have to want to see it. And you have to want to not be fooled anymore. And we have to get out of the Stockholm.
Hold on. Rewind and say the other sentence again. You have to not want be what?
You have to not want to be fooled anymore. Because we've been fooled for so long, it feels like home. Fool me some more. I like it. Lie to me. I like it.
Ooh, lie to me.
Lie to me.
Oh, you lie so good.
Tell me them sweet lies. What you say? It's 95% effective?
Tell me.
Tell me more.
95?
Ooh, that's high. Ooh. Come on, man. It's time for us to really.
It's gonna protect me from the unjabbed as well.
Okay.
Oh, lie to me.
Lie to me more. But I can't go around them because I won't be protected, right?
Meanwhile, the people who are jabbed up going around other people who are jabbed up,
right?
And now they're coming down with the hot sauce.
All of them got the hot sauce. They all look stupid. They all sick. And they just look retarded as hell. Like, why did you even bother in the first place? And then you blame it on somebody else who's not even around you.
Right.
Like, I don't understand this. I never would.
But just as we stated before, and we saw in the video, the sheep will like it here.
We're not even going to try to understand this at this point in the game, okay? We are not going to try to understand this stuff because it don't make any sense.
Nope.
Okay? We're not doing it.
We're not wasting our brain energy on this stuff anymore.
No, we are finished with that.
Yeah. Now, if you want to learn about tapping into your power and knowing the ins and outs of who you are, definitely head over to the website or either sign up on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Depending on how things go, we may just go strictly Patreon, but we don't know. We may still have the website up as far as merchandise and booking sessions and things of that nature. But we're making these transitions because we are managing our energy.
That's right.
And we are only putting our energy where it is going to be most beneficial for both those who are receiving and those who are giving it.
Yes, yes. Okay. Balance energy exchange. That is the name of the game right now. Balance energy exchange.
Yep.
If your energy is not being reciprocated and you feel drained, don't go there. Really that simple. And you don't have to do it in a, rugged way. You don't have to, be nasty about it. Just don't. Just do not partake.
Yeah. Just don't.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So that's what we wanted to drop on here for you all today. Don't get fooled by the mind tricks or the mind controller they're trying to play on you.
No.
And just know you got cosmic help coming through.
That's right.
Okay? So you can take solace or take comfort in that.
Yeah, that's
right. All right? So with that being said, y'all, we love y'all so much. And we'll see y'all on the next go round. Peace out.